Girl, you look just sweet tonight. Yeah. Wish that I could love you right in a special way. You light my fire. You blow my mind. I'm girl, you knock me up. I'm so excited. You make me want to shout. Gee, I feel so lucky now. Have you all alone, girl? I really love the way you look, girl. Whenever I'm young, baby, you blow my mind, baby. I'm so alive, baby. You blow my mind, baby. You blow my mind, baby. Baby, light my fire. You blow my mind. I'm satisfied. You knock me up. You knock me out. I really love the way you knock me out. You knock me out. You knock me out. You make me wanna shout. You knock me out. So outstanding, baby. Do you knock me out? You knock me out. Grand Rising. Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Black Karen here on YouTube. I am truly excited that I have this platform to come and talk. I was talking yesterday about the big day today, Valentine's Day. And so if you have not caught that stream, my podcast, make sure that you go onto YouTube and you click on that podcast, because I actually spoke on some things that will be great for conversation later. How about that? So good morning, you guys. This is a wonderful day. I woke up this morning with nothing but positivity on my mind. I said, you know what? This is going to be a great day because I say so, because I want it to be a great day. So today's topic, we're going to just jump right on into it because I am raising a teenage daughter. Well, I'm raising two teenage daughters. A lot of you guys know, I'm just going to give you a brief background of my blended family. My daughter is here pretty much around the clock. She goes every other weekend with her father. And then I have my other daughter that she comes every other weekend here. So it kind of balanced me out sometimes to not have them at the same time, because they're going into their early, well, one is in her preteens and my daughter is already in her teens. So it balanced me out to not have them all together all the time. So, yeah, so I'm raising two teenage daughters. So I just want to kind of hear from everyone on your experience. What is your experience of raising a teenage daughter, or teenage daughters, should I say? I'm going to go ahead and click some stuff off of here, off my screen. I'm still learning how to navigate through this podcast, but just bear with me. I think I have everything going on over here. All right. If anybody is tuned in and there's something on your end that you see that I may not see, just go ahead and hit me over in the comment section so I'll know. Other than that, I will not know. So thank you so much for joining in my podcast, Black Karen, where I get on here and talk about anything and everything. And right now, I am going through is it a midlife crisis? Can I say that? I'm going through a midlife crisis, I guess, with my daughter. She's a teenager now, and she wasted no time going into her teens. They grow up so fast. I mean, where does the time really go? I remember when she was just a little bitty, little fragile little doll, and she just followed me everywhere. Well, she still follows me everywhere I go, whenever I let her follow me. But she used to follow me everywhere I went, and oh, she used to swing her little hair around, and she used to want to play dress up and put on her dresses and just be this big old fashionista. And now she's like, no, don't touch my hair. That's if I comb my hair today. I just want to put on this sweatshirt and jeans and put my hoodie on and hide. So I'm just like, whoa, she is like a whole different person. But one thing I just want to kind of talk about that just kind of hit the fan yesterday through conversation. I think she really truly didn't mean to tell me, but it just kind of came out because I think she was excited. But she said, "Hey, I met up with my friends this weekend." I said, "Oh, did you?" I said, "Your friends from school?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." I said, your dad take you or what's, because she wasn't with me this weekend. And she said, yeah, my dad, we all went to Red Robin's. And I was like, oh, dad joined you? She was like, yeah, me, my dad, and my friends. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud. I was like, Morgan, you don't ever invite me around your friends. Okay, I lied, y'all. I did say that out loud. I was like, Morgan, you don't ever bring me around your friends. How did your dad earn that position to hang around your friends? This was her response, you guys. Mom, my friends, we like to talk about certain things, and I know how you are, and you just kind of jump into the conversation and you just start going. Morgan, no, I do not. Yes, you do, mommy. I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to be quiet and let her finish talking. I was like, well, what do y'all talk about that your dad lets you talk about that I don't let you talk about? What are y'all talking about? Boys and boys. Let's stop right there. I know your dad is not allowing you to talk about boys. I just know this is not happening. Mr. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you a call if that's going down. She's like, not boys like that. We're talking about anime, like the boys in the animes and stuff. I'm like, Morgan, I don't know who you think you fooling, but you're not fooling me. And I tell her this every time. Girl, I wrote the book, okay? I wrote the book. I haven't published it, but I wrote the book. And you have to wake up early to run things past me. I'm sorry. So she was like, well, no, it's not boys like that, mom. We're not talking about boys like that. We're talking about the boys of the anime. I said, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna even try to push a fight or an argument about it. But yeah, so she went out to dinner this weekend with her friends and her dad. And maybe it was best that it went down like that because number one, we wouldn't have been going to no Red Robin. She knows that I'm not even when she's here, I, and we I, us, we do not consume food like that. So I don't eat hamburgers and fries and stuff. Now, did I used to? Yes, that's a whole nother conversation. You need to follow me over at She Chefing, but we don't get down like that. So the only way she was gonna get a burger, fries, and then probably a shake was gonna be with her dad. So that's why, they went out and they hung out and everything. And that's fine. But I told her, I was like, hey, anytime you want to hang out, I would love to meet your friends. So am I being a little overprotective? You guys let me know if I'm being a little overprotective about wanting to know what my daughter's doing when she's not with me. And I want to meet her friends and see who she's surrounding herself around. And while I'm on the topic, I just want to kick a shout out to Melanie. I met Melanie last week at the the Women's Plano Chamber of Commerce luncheon with Cheryl Action Jackson. So shout out to Cheryl. I met this wonderful, wonderful girl, and I'm sorry, my phone is like going off this early in the morning. I'm going to move it off of my desk. I met this wonderful young girl, 14 years old. Her name is Melanie, and she was just so filled with joy. You can tell she has really great parents that pour into her and teaches her how to be social and how to hold a conversation with adults. And I was very, very impressed. And I'm not saying that my daughters don't know how to do that, but you can tell that they're instilling something into her that's going to take her over and beyond as she gets older. And I said, "Hey, Melanie, you have room for new friends?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm always down for new friends." I'm like, "Perfect. I have my daughter Morgan in London. They will be great." And so she's like, "Yeah, just pass them my information." And I was like, "Oh, you got it." So I'm excited about allowing the girls to connect and be a positive influence to each other. And that's what we need. We have to bring our girls together so they can have that positive influence. Not saying that I'm not doing a great job as a mother, but I know I get caught up in my day-to-day thing and my businesses and everything. And we have to, and that's not an excuse. We have to make time for our daughters, but I know how that can be, trying to juggle so much and trying to be in your daughter's life at the same time. So yeah. So my daughter has her friends at school. I've never met them before. I'm feeling some type of way, and that's okay. But I would just like to get to know, see who she's, hanging out with and things like that. Now, I did see her last week. She was waiting on me to come pick her up, and I kind of snuck up on her. And she was sitting there with one of her friends, and she had like this orange hair. And I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go." But I wasn't trying to judge the young lady, but I was like, "Oh, here we go." Like, I already know what this looks like and what this sounds like and what this could be. Because I used to hang around some of the kids that, were different. I hung around kids that were different growing up. So I know my daughter is kind of like, she likes to hang around people that are different because she's different. And to be honest, for her to be 13 years old, my daughter has not really been exposed to a lot. Um, if Let's just say, for instance, if we're like watching something, because we don't watch TV here in my house, we try to tune in and plug into knowledge. So we sit around and watch knowledge. But when you're on YouTube and you're watching different videos and stuff, different clips may come on, and it could be like a reality show or something, and it just makes her sick to her stomach. She cannot stand any of that reality TV. She cannot stand all of that Keisha fight, 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 throw a drink. Like, she's like, "No, mom, what is this?" So I know that I've instilled some morals and values, into her, where she's not entertained by that kind of stuff at all. So she's different. She loves to draw. She loves to cuddle up with mommy whenever she wants to cuddle up with mommy. Then she wants to have an attitude with mommy when she wants to have an attitude with mommy. And yeah, she tried to catch one yesterday because I was telling her to Google. It was a store she wanted to go to, and it was like already past 7 o'clock. And y'all know everything closes at 6 o'clock on Sundays, right? So she swore up and down her favorite store, Hot Topic, was open. I'm like, "Morgan, it's after 6 o'clock. That store, mom, that store is 24 hours." Like, who is she talking to? I was like, "Morgan, the store is not 24 hours. They close at 6 o'clock. But if you just want to go back and forth with me, won't you Google and find out if the store is closed or not?" Okay. And so I took a second and I was just driving. I said, "You know what, Morgan? I don't like the way you talk back to me. I don't like the way you try to flex at me. I don't like how you try to be argumentative with me. So I'm just going to say this. You don't talk back to mommy. You don't talk back to daddy. You don't talk back to your grandmother. You don't talk back to your grandpa. You don't talk back to your aunties. That's not cool. Don't talk back. And I said, you know what? Had that been me, and I had said something, talk back to my mom, like just kind of flex it just a little bit, flex back at my mom, my two front teeth would have been knocked out of my mouth. Like literally. And so I said, you got it made, girl. Because I have not went across your face yet. I have not punched you in your nose yet. I have not pulled an eyelash out of your eye yet. Like you have lost your mind. Like for real, you need to chill out. Like that may be a way that you respond to your friends, but you're not going to respond to mommy like that, okay? And she was like, okay. So y'all, raising a teenager is not easy. I'm not gonna say I didn't sign up for this because I did when I laid down, and y'all know how that go when you I signed up for this, but they grow up so fast. These kids are growing up so fast. And all I can do is just protect them because I have to protect them from the things that they don't see. I have to protect them from the things that they don't know. And I rather them learn here at home than learn out there in the world. Not saying that my mom was a bad parent, but my mom just, she did the best that she could. And we didn't sit down and talk about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above and the thing called love. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about our body parts. We didn't have those conversations. And so I don't know if I'm just being a little overprotective or just overstepping a little bit with trying to um be that mother that is overly concerned and want to kind of know what's going on in the mind of my daughters. So anyway, that is what I wanted to talk about. I never go off of my card. I get a index card every morning and I write some thoughts down, and I never ever follow what's on my card. Never. So, you guys, I am still a little nervous, even though the camera's not on me. I am still a little nervous, okay? Even with doing national TV appearances, I still get very nervous. But I want to thank you guys for joining me on my podcast, Black Karen. I want to take this to a whole nother level, and I need your support. I would love your support. And if you can't find it in your heart to support me, then I want you to find it in your heart to support yourself and someone that you may love dearly. Go support someone. Okay. Um, People need that support. People need that love. And we have to do better. We have to do better. That's a whole nother topic. That's why I start stalling, because I'm like, whoa, that's a whole nother show right there talking about support. But you guys, I hope you had a wonderful Super Bowl Sunday. As I noticed, I got on Facebook for a swift second, and everybody was so engaged in, I guess, the game, the halftime show, the commercials, and all of that good old stuff. But I kept my mind focused. I didn't even watch the game. I didn't see not even one ball thrown. I didn't even see one tackle or touchdown. I did not see the performances. I don't even know who performed. I didn't see any of it because I'm keeping my mind focused on the prize. Um, those people are already rich. Those people are already living their dream. So, hey, let them live their dream. Let them do what they do and prance all over the media. That's great. But at the end of the day, when that TV goes off, where are you mentally? Where are you financially? Where are you physically and emotionally? That's the question right there. So kudos to everyone that, and everyone's getting up this morning still talking about the Super Bowl and all of that. And great. But make sure your mind is right. Make sure you have your shit together, because I'm telling you, I mean, from what it looked like, they have their shit together. But let's make sure you got your stuff together, okay? And let's not focus too much on everybody else and what everybody else got going on and what the hype is, because they got you with Super Bowl. So everybody got down with the chicken wings and the pizza and burgers and hey, the whole shebang. Everybody got down yesterday. Yes, you did. Nachos, Fritos. How do I know? Because my husband wanted Frito pie and there was no Fritos on the shelf because everybody was in there getting Fritos for their Frito pie or whatever the heck they had going on yesterday. And then here we are today, so-called Valentine's Day, and everybody's about to get down again. Everybody's getting ready for their lobster and their steak dinners and their, oh, it's going down. It's going down today. So let's just be mindful. That's all I'm saying. Let's just be mindful of the hype. Can I say that? Let's be mindful of the hype and not let the hype consume us in our mind. Okay. So, with that, I always flip through my book, and I'm going to let y'all go. I always flip through my book, and I'm going to share this on a live stream whenever I get a chance. Right now, I'm feeling very comfortable with just my picture being up and just talking. It makes me feel comfortable. It helps with my anxiety. But this is a book that I picked up, and it's called Brave New Girl, How to Be Fearless. And I love flipping through this book, and my husband and I, we flipped through this book together, and we halfway made it through, and he was like, no, stop. Stop right there. You can't read the whole book. It's so good. Don't read the whole book. Good morning, Ty. And I just wanted to share this quote in here that just really sat with me. And it says, reveal the true you. And that is why I have started Black Karen. And I'm going to wrap it up with this quote right here. Reveal the true you. This is me. I am me. She is she. And this is what I do. I love to talk. I love to get people engaged in conversation. I love to inspire. I love to lift people up. I love to help people expand their mind, changing their mindset. So I thank you guys again for joining me on my podcast, Black Karen, where I'm going to be bringing a whole lot of different content and conversation. I'm going to post something also on my pages where if you're interested in joining me in one of the topics, please feel free to join me. Y'all, I can't do this by myself, okay? I cannot do this. Well, shit, I can, but I would love, I would love for you guys to join me in a lot of this conversation so I don't have to feel like I'm sitting and just talking to myself and rambling on and on and on and on. All right. So I love you guys. You make it a great day. Stay positive. Don't just tell people you love them today because it's Valentine's Day. Make sure you keep that love going. Tell them you love them tomorrow. Tell them you love them in March and April and May and June and July. Tell them you love them after they finish cussing you out. Tell them you love them. That's all I can do. I've been cussed out by family members and all kind of friends, and I'm like, I love you. I love you. I don't know what that's all about, but at the end of the day, I love you. All right, so I'm out of here. Thank you so much, Ty Washington, for jumping in. She's my lifesaver, my friend, my love. She's a great friend. She's very supportive, so I appreciate your love that you show, and those that will tune in later. So I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you for joining me today. All right, talk to you later. Bye.